Howdy everybody, it's Amy from Amy's Sparkly Diamond Painting, and it is Monday, kind of early in the day. I'm not at work today because I'm working the night shift tonight. Now I did go ahead and post a little bit of information on my page in the community section earlier, showing the severe weather threat for this afternoon and evening across Oklahoma and Kansas. Normally I don't do that. I know this is a diamond painting channel, but this is one of those very rare high threat days, and they only happen a couple times a year, so be wary if you are in Oklahoma into Kansas. I know I watch Diamond Painting Jack's channel, and she lives in Norman, Oklahoma, so Diamond Painting Jack, if you're out there, stay safe. But let's talk about diamond painting. So I don't have a lot to unbox or show you right now because I haven't bought a lot for a little while. I had to kind of catch up on bills and all that stuff, you know, real life that we have to try to take care of from time to time. But I do have one that came in with my last Amazon order, and it is one of the small Diamond Art Club boxes. So I bought one of these a while back, but I ended up giving it to a friend before I could open it. My friend had just gotten into diamond painting, was just starting out, so I gave it to her. So I never opened one of these little ones from Amazon. So I thought I'd try this out and see what we have here. So this is kind of a cute little box. As you can see, my hands fit all the way around it here. This is a round, and this is one of the Amazon kits. And this right here is the picture. It is called Inspiration Peak, and it's by Eau Claire Studio, which they've been very popular on Diamond Art Club lately. They do a lot of AI-inspired art, meaning they start with an AI image and then edit it and adjust it to what they want. So I am a fan of AI art. I have no problem with that. So this is how one of these little boxes comes from Amazon, but I'm curious what's in it. Is it a slightly different toolkit? I don't know. I thought you guys might be curious. I think these usually run about $20 to $25. They have some smaller ones. I'm not into the kid versions with the cartoon characters and Harry Potter and all that, but I do like my landscapes, so I thought I'd show this one, and we'll see what we got here in one of these smaller packages. Now I do know that you can contact Diamond Art Club somehow and register these kits, because you won't get the points for them immediately or automatically by buying them on Amazon, but there is a way to add these purchases to your account for the warranty and the points if you are one of their VIP members. So there is a way to do that. I'm sure there are instructions in here on how to do that. So let's see, it looks like a full-size toolkit in here. So it looks like the same toolkit that we get with the big ones. There's the little sticker for the end of the box, or whatever you'd like to do with it. Here we go. Warranty and insurance card. So this is a little different than what we see in the kits that we buy straight from Diamond Art Club. So this has the information with the support and the website, QR code, but this is the warranty information. And then we have the diamond painting. So it is in a bag, just like the bigger ones. Let's start with the toolkit. So if you're new to diamond painting or you've never purchased from Diamond Art Club, I know their kits are expensive, but if you wanted to just try a sampling, these are probably more affordable on Amazon. Like I said, they can run $15 to $25 for the smaller ones. They do have a few of their bigger ones on the website, but really you probably want to go, on the Amazon website, you probably want to go to the Diamond Art Club website for the bigger ones. But let's see what we have here in our toolkit. Okay. So it comes with a standard plastic pen and a grippy, which you slide over the pen here. Sorry about that. My dogs are going to be difficult today. Oops, I'm trying to mess up my squishy there. They are kind of hard, I've noticed lately, to push onto the pen. Oh well, you don't want to spend the whole time watching me struggle with that. Maybe a little bit. Come here, Mocha. Somebody must be walking their dog. Sorry about that. So we do have washi tape, even in the little ones here. I've got a phone call trying to come in. There we go. So this is a green with little tiny roses on it. Very pretty. And then to match, although they don't always match, we do have a little rose cover minder. And the way a cover minder works, it has two magnets, one on the back and a second one that's by itself. You put this one on top of the plastic cover after you fold it back, and this underneath the diamond painting, and it will hold your plastic cover up while you work on your diamond painting, so you don't have to completely peel off the plastic cover. Once you're done, you can lay it back down to keep the sticky from getting all dirty and all that. So they are phasing out the cover minders, but it looks like these smaller kits still have one in there. So that's a cool one. Then we have the wax, and this comes in a little container to help keep it from drying out too much. And there are, even though this is a small kit, there are 2 different pads of wax, and the wax does have a plastic cover protecting the wax. So to use it, you peel back the plastic cover and then scoop some into the tube of your pen there. So you want to fill that little tube, the metal tube there, with wax, and the wax is what you use to temporarily pick up the diamonds with before you stick them on the canvas. So 2 little things of wax in that one. And then we have a bunch of baggies, bag full of baggies. I use these for my spare drills, so I do like the baggies. Then we have the standard white tray here, and this little piece will hold the end of the tray there sealed temporarily. You pour your diamonds in, you can keep them from spilling out by using this, and then when you're ready to dump them back in the container, you just take that off. I typically don't use these, but I don't use too many of these bigger trays. I know a lot of people say bigger trays, but I do a lot of confetti, and I found that the way I hold my tray, I tend to hold it like this in my hand. I don't set my tray down, and these actually poke into my hand. My hand's a bit small for these, so I end up getting a sore palm if I diamond paint with these for too long. So I typically use this one that I recently got from Artdot because I can hold it in my hand and there's nothing poking me in the hand, and it has a nice tall side on it. If you try to use some of the other cheaper, smaller boats that come with the kits, I'm looking around here to see if I can find an example, but I don't have any within reach. So a lot of the really cheap ones, I thought I'd have one here. Let's see. Nope, I do not. A lot of the cheap ones have a very shallow tray, and the sides are too low so that when you shake your drills, you end up flipping them out of the tray. So one of the things you want to look for in a diamond painting tray is a tall edge to it, so it'll hold in the diamonds when you shake it. But also, if you're like me and you hold them in your hand, you don't want that spout poking at you. The other thing I like about this one is that the hole is a little bit up, so you don't need a piece of plastic to block it. They'll only come out when you're ready to pour them out. Now, the one downside of this one is that the spout area to pour is a little bit big, so if you're using tic-tac containers or some of the containers with smaller openings, it may be hard to pour them back in. So that's a little bit about trays. But this is what you get from Diamond Art Club. Now these Artdot trays are sold separately right now. You can find them on Amazon. They sell a package of small and big together. It's like 10 trays. I haven't bought it yet. I'd like to, because I'd like to have more of these. I only have this one. And I'd like to see how the bigger trays work. But for my bigger tray, since we're talking trays, I have these from Add More Zest over in the UK. And I like these. Their spout is not as pointy, so I can hold them in my hand and not hurt myself. So I do like those. So what else do we have here? We have our multi-placers, and these are the thin plastic multi-placers. We have a 4 or 5. I think that looks like a 4, and then this one looks like a 6 or a 7. And the way you work with multi-placers, you stick them on the other end and you use wax or putty. A lot of diamond painters that have been diamond painting for a while prefer putty in the multi-placers, just because it holds diamonds better, lasts longer, all that. This one feels a little bit rough at the end. This one might need some sanding, although it probably doesn't matter too much, but that one actually feels a bit rough. So, since I'm talking different supplies here, this is actually the multi-placer that I use. This is my favorite diamond painting pen. I did buy this one on Etsy, my only hand-turned pen that I own. I'm not a big pen collector, but this is my one hand-turned pen that I got from Jim's Pen Shop, I think is what it's called. It's got the pretty swirls in it. But I do use the metal multi-placers from Diamond Art Club, but typically I do better with a smaller one. I know the longer ones will make a diamond painting go faster, but my rows aren't quite as straight. So I found if I only put 4 or 5 at a time as a multi-placer, that my spacing is a little bit better. So this is what I use. So I think that's enough of the toolkit there. But it is nice to know that if you do purchase one of these kits from Amazon, you do get the full Diamond Art Club toolkit experience, including the washi and the cover minder. So a more affordable sample or version of Diamond Art Club if you want to check them out. And let's open this and see what the canvas looks like. I think my dogs have finally settled in a bit. Let's see what we have here. We've got our bag of drills, and the bags do list the name there of the diamond painting. So if you separate the canvas from the drills, if you like to store your canvases separately, you'll still know which diamonds go with which kit here. Now these do have the really soft, thick canvas material and the scalloped edges here with the holes poked in it so that you don't get any fraying. But to be honest with you, I don't get any fraying on the ones that don't have that. So now these are poured glue, which means that you can take them and roll them the opposite way. You can't do this with double-sided adhesive, but it's harder and harder to find paintings with double-sided adhesive. I think there are a few companies out there that still do them, but you don't find them as often. And let me see if I can zoom the camera out here a little bit so you can get a better view of this canvas. So this is a 32.8 by 42.6, so a little bit bigger than a 30 by 40, 13 by 17 inches. And it's a rather simple one, which I knew that it would be, but it would be good for a few days of something quick and easy. This is a round. Diamond Art Club says do what makes you sparkle at the top, and then they have information on the artist and the copyright information for the licensing for this image, and all their social media, Facebook, website information, and their warranty. So this is the sticker sheet that comes with one. If you like to keep a diamond painting journal, you can use this sticker, start date, end date all that information about the diamond painting on there. And then these stickers are individually cut so that if you kit this up in containers or baggies, you can put the sticker on there so you know what color is what. So they do have the symbol and then the DMC color code here. This one has 46 colors. And if you're new to Diamond Art Club, anything below number 150 is a special AB drill or Aurora Borealis with that mirror coating on the top. So it looks like we have 3 different ABs, kind of a reddish, a tannish, and a white. So the white 141 is pretty common as an AB in several of these kits. So here you can see all the colors. And then there's a Z one there at the end, if you can see that. Z stands for a fairy dust drill. So we have one fairy dust. The fairy dust drills have mica mixed in with the resin, so it gives kind of a glittery shimmer to the diamonds, a little bit different than the mirror coating for the AB diamonds. It's a little more subtle. I don't notice the fairy dust as much. Some people really like them. I can't always tell when the diamond painting is done that there were fairy dust in there. And then you have several blank stickers here. It may be worth keeping some of these so that you can make your own stickers if you need to later on. It does come with this booklet here that shows how to diamond paint and all the different QR codes for the website and all that, and discount codes on here. So there's the Thank You 10 discount code. So if you don't have any discount codes, there are several out there. You might check out some of the content creators that have 20% discounts. I think there are still some of those floating around. But if you have nothing else and you can't get anything else to work, then you can use the Thank You 10. And if you buy one of these, you can get into their Facebook group and all that good stuff. So it's worth checking out. So let's see what kind of diamonds we have. Typically, the way Diamond Art Club, well, typically all the time, the way Diamond Art Club sorts their drills is by amounts rather than DMC code numbers. So for this small kit, that's actually quite a few colors there, 40 colors. So this looks like the biggest ones here. We have a dark blue, $9.39. A less dark blue, $3.17. Here's a pinkish color, $9.48. $38.27. A couple more blues here, $38.42. And then a really dark blue, $8.23. And then a lot of these should be smaller amounts, so that looks like the biggest amount here. Some of these are pretty long. Let's start at this side. This feels the fullest here. So $129. There's one of the ABs. It looked on the sticker like it was a tan, but it's actually a yellow color. So $8.92. There's the next one, $110, which is kind of a peachish reddish color. $600, $754, $951. Those two are kind of skin tone type colors. There's a dark purple with $550. Blues, more blues, and black, $310. There's actually not very many. $9.95, $38.47. That's a really pretty green. We have an orangish color. There's kind of a clay color is what that reminds me of. More blue, another purple, kind of a dark turquoise greenish color. Kind of a gray blue there, and a couple more pinks. So I'm going to kind of keep those off to the side to look at the ABs a little bit more closely. And then not a whole lot of diamonds in these packs on this strand. So I'll go through these kind of quickly so you can see them. I won't read off all the numbers to you because I know that can get kind of old. And these do make a bit of noise. They're 152, 961. I was looking for, there we go, the white AB. There's actually not very many. 141, and then the fairy dust. there's not very many of that one either. I'm going to cut these two off. And let's see if we can see where some of these are going to be. I'm guessing that the 141 would probably be highlighting some of those clouds. So 141 is the dot symbol. Let's see, yes indeed. So 141 would be up in some of these clouds up here. And it looks like a little bit between the cloud and the mountain. And a little bit over here in the cloud as well. So not a whole lot of that one. The fairy dust there, Z747. That is the equal sign. Is that going to be in the clouds as well? Nope, it's not. I do not see any there. Maybe in the water? I'm guessing the yellow ABs are going to be a little bit in the water and the highlights of the mountain. There aren't very many of these fairy dusts, so they are being difficult to find on here. Can you guys see it? Ah, there it is. Okay. This looks like the area for the fairy dust, the moon. I wonder. Yeah, they have a little bit of sparkle to them. So that's all there. And then the yellow is the number 2 on here. So yes, there's a little bit of yellow highlighting in the mountain, but most of it is going to be down here in the water. I'm guessing that's where that peach color is as well. 110, which is the symbol number 1. Ah, okay, it's all back here. So there'll be some sparkle to the background. So this is how one of the smaller kits comes. And if you want to check out Diamond Art Club without spending a ton of money, this might be a good way to check it out and get some of those extra tools and get a feel for their drills and their canvas and all that good stuff. And I'm trying to feel, yes, this is one of the newer perforated covers. I can feel the perforation on here. So the way this works, you can lift it up and tear the perforation and fold it back, and that just makes it a little bit easier to deal with the plastic cover. And you don't have to tear it off, you can just put it back down when you're done, and that'll keep the sticky in the background clean until you're done, because this is a round. So unlike squares, which cover up the entire space, the rounds will have just a tiny bit of the background showing around them. Not a lot, but enough. And the glue never completely dries out. It's always going to be just slightly sticky. So some people use mica powder, some people seal theirs, although the warranty is voided technically if you seal it, but I'm not sure why you'd need a warranty once it's done at that point. But anyway, I digress again. So this is Inspiration Peak. I got this on Amazon, and this is a 13 by 17 inches or 32 by 42 centimeters, and the artist is Au Claire Studio. And this probably wouldn't take too long. There's a lot of color blocking areas, not a whole lot of confetti. Actually, I don't really see anything that I would call confetti, because to me confetti is only doing 1 or 2 squares of a color in a section before having to switch. But I don't see any areas. Maybe the closest would be, there's only 3 of that color right there in that cloud. But otherwise, yeah, I wouldn't really call any of this true confetti. So this would be a pretty good starter piece for somebody that's new to diamond painting. A really good gift for a friend that's new to diamond painting, because they get all the extra goodies here in this toolkit to help out. So that's what I have for you today. Hopefully some new stuff will be coming in the mail in the next week or so, but I don't really have a whole lot right now. I may have to do like a whip and chat or something like that, because I don't have much more to share. And I'll catch you next time. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being patient with my dogs there for a little bit. And I'll see you later.